And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Miss Marvel, episode 5. Now, if you have not seen Miss Marvel yet, highly recommend you watch it because this show is actually pretty fun. So, last time we saw Kamala, she was pretty much transported to, I guess, the past, where she got to meet her great-great-grandmother, or, find details about her great-great-grandmother and who she was and why she had the bangle in the first place, and how did her grandmother ended up leaving India and becoming, going to America and having her mother, Kamala's mother, and then eventually Kamala. So we finally get the whole backstory, of Kamala's great-grandmother, how she got the bangle, how she, I think she took it from that blue hand that they found in the cave, which kind of looked like it had the symbol of the 10 rings. So she took the bangle, she left, she ran. She had people after her, even her own people were after her. And then she meets a farmer who basically kind of takes her in. They fall in love. They end up having Kamala's grandmother, and they try to live a normal life. Fortunately, when you have powers, or you're an alien, or whatever she really is, we still don't know the actual thing. She's a gen, or something. We still really don't know the truth about it. They come back and basically like, hey, listen, we gotta go home. We need to go home now. We need you to come with us. Give us the bangle so we can all go home. Now, I have a theory about this bangle and why they want to go home so badly, but I'll save it towards the end. Anyway, so Kamala's great-grandmother, she decides that she's going to take her family and her daughter, which is Kamala's grandmother, and leave the country, go to America, and try to be normal, and try to escape this. But Kamala's great-grandmother realizes, like, hey, if I don't make it out of here, this bangle needs to be protected and move on to the next chosen one, which is going to be Kamala. So she gives it to her daughter, who is, Kamala's grandmother, gives it to her, and that's how Kamala's grandmother had it the whole time, because it was her mother's bangle. And then, of course, we got to see the fact that Kamala's great-grandmother, how she gets killed, and then Kamala actually ends up meeting her, face to face. Remember when she got time travel back? She goes there, she had to make sure that her grandmother gets on the train to go to America and live a normal life, so that way Kamala can be born and then eventually get the bangle, so that way eventually she can go back in time and see herself in that moment. Yeah, a little confusing, but yeah, that's basically the gist of the episode. And I gotta tell you what, I really like the whole fact that they gave us that background about who her grandmother was and why was the bangle so important and why did her people want it so badly. And then we go back to modern time where Kamala finally kind of figures it out what's going on with the bangle. Sorry. Figure out what's up with the bangle. Apparently it's a portal to the other dimension where they want to go. I don't think it is. I feel like that the portal is a power source that can basically consume the planet, wherever planet it's on, and consume it. That's my guess, because as soon as Kamala's new bad guy friends, they start getting too close to the portal, they kind of turn into dust and bones. So including the evil lady, the guy's mother that she likes, she turns to dust as well. So I assume it's a power source that if they merge with that portal, even if it kills them, their energy goes into it and makes the energy stronger. That's just my guess. I really don't know. But yeah, we got to see that. And also, whatever happened to the boy that Kamala likes, his mother passes on something to him, and he ends up getting powers at the end of this episode. And he's out of the prison. Damage Control still looking for him, but he's out of the prison. He ends up finding Bruno. They end up hanging out. And then, of course, Damage Control finds him and blows up Bruno's store. So, is Bruno dead? No. Is the other kid dead? No. I'm pretty sure he used his powers to protect him and Bruno. So, everybody's going to be okay until next week's episode. Which is kind of cool that they gave us a cliffhanger like that. But, come on. We already know. Marvel has this intensity to give us these so-called fake deaths. And nothing really happens. But it was cool, to give us that, like, they are they gonna survive this? Do we have to wait till next week to find out? But even though we already know that they're gonna survive, I just don't see them killing Bruno or even the other guy, especially if he just got powers now. Either he's gonna end up helping Kamala stop damage control, or be a bad guy himself. We don't know yet, so I seriously doubt they just kill him for no reason. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I loved when they gave us the whole backstory about her great grandmother. It gave us more sense about who this character is and who Kamala is now and where she has to go to become who she is. She doesn't have the mask yet, but she's got the scarf now. So the other guy gave her the scarf. So, you know, that was cool. So she's almost there. She's almost there. And I'm starting to believe now that next week's episode, even if we don't see Brie Larson show up at the end or after credit or whatever we're going to do, because next week's the last episode, I am starting to believe that the bangle and whatever that dimension that bangle's from is going to open up and the Marvels, and the three of them are going to have to fight whatever's in there. Either it's a monster or an energy sword or try to stop it themselves. That's my guess of what the Marvels are going to be about, but who knows? But we have to wait until next week to see what happens if we get the Marvels kind of reference or Brie Larson shows up or something. But next week's the last episode. But this show's been very good so far. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more and let me know what you guys thought. And thank you very much and have a good day.